Can you believe it, guys? A video from me! It's been more than a week away! Anyway, let's talk about everyone's favorite character, Captain Velora. So Captain Velora is a pretty good character despite popular belief. So in this video, I'll be showing you how to use every single move effectively. Anyway, let's just get into it. So jab is pretty good. You generally use jab out of shield, or if you just want to try out a really fast move. It is a really good combo starter. You can basically combo jab into anything if you want, if you're fast enough. Other than charge aerials and charge Ftilt, of course. I usually do down tilt after jab because it leads into a guaranteed up tilt or F tilt, which puts them either in the air or off the stage. You can also do jab 1-2 into Nair, which puts them in the air immediately, but I personally prefer down tilt. It's up to you. Next is her Ftilt, which is debatedly her best neutral tool. It is good at catching approaches, approaching, anti-airing, combo starting, comboing into charge fair. It's good on shield and can be used to shield pressure. You can also space it. It doesn't have a lot of end lag. It leads into kill confirms. It's just a pretty good move in general. For the ones that don't know, Velora has a special mechanic where if you fully charge a move, it basically becomes another move. And since you can charge almost every single move other than jab, grab and a few specials, it makes it so she basically has double the moves than a normal character. For example, Ftilt has a charge version, which isn't very great honestly. It's good at killing and sometimes comboing, but those are usually DI checks. It's not that great, but you can just throw it out randomly to surprise your opponents and potentially get a kill, but I wouldn't really rely on it. Her down tilt is good though. I mainly use it as a combo starter after jab 1, which will lead into a guaranteed up tilt or F tilt depending on if I want them off stage or in the air. I usually do up tilt in lower bands so I can get some air combos, and if they are in lower bands I go for F tilt and try and get an edge guards. It's just a solid combo starter. Charge down tilt on the other hand is not so great. It's basically down tilt if it didn't work half of the time. Because of recent tap DI changes, you can escape this move very easily before you can even try out your next move. It does give hard knockdown, but there are better moves that give that and are more consistent. Best thing about it is if they DI wrong, it will give almost no knockback, meaning you get some combo potential from it, but down tilt already guarantees an up tilt or F tilt, so there isn't really much use for it. It's useful in very specific situations, like if you hit the first hit while they're airborne and the second hit will send them off stage, which will lead into a guaranteed Dair. It's also pretty decent in red when down tilt won't give you a guaranteed up tilt or F tilt. But seeing you usually combo this from a jab, which can combo into a kill throw or almost anything really, makes its uses limited. It's not really a great move honestly. Up tilt is just solid. It's the move you use to get them into the air and start air combos. Basically your average up tilt. I should also mention to not use this move after a parry, because it will mess up the animation and will be more likely to miss. Charge up tilt is pretty interesting. Its first 2 hits don't send very far and give a lot of hits on, enough hits on to literally combo into a fully charged F tilt. The last hit is a bit worse though, but not necessarily bad. It can hit people on a platform and can also kill in very certain situations, but it's safer to go for the first 2 hits instead, due to the combo potential they have, and also the fact that the combos into a charge F tilt. Usually I use this move after a down throw or down tilt, just a good move in general. DP is a DP. It's basically like most DPs and that it's good out of hard knockdown. Make sure to change your options out of hard knockdown, by the way. There isn't really much to say about this move, so let's go to the aerials! For anyone who has watched this video, probably knows that Nair is a good move. It got nerfed a bit, so now it doesn't have 2 frames of landing lag. It's still a really good move though. It can kill, really good at comboing, red on shields, still really good out of disadvantage, active, fast, the list goes on. It's just good. Really good. Surely Charge Nair can be that good, right? Charge Nair is really good. Mainly for a few things. Those things being that it's hard to deal with on shield and hard to punish after they parry it. Being used as a recovery move and stalling off stage. And option coverage. It's also pretty solid at comboing, but usually the normal Nair is better due to the higher hit stun and also that charge Nair can be pretty inconsistent at hitting. Overall, still a really good move and among her best ones. Fair is weird. It's good at combo extending, but at the same time it's pretty DIable, while also not, if that makes sense. It's kinda hard to combo extend with it because of the low hit stun. You can basically only combo Nair from it. Fair 1 is supposed to connect into Fair 2, but I rarely see that happen. If it does though, it leads into a guaranteed up air, which is nice. It's decent as a get off you move, but Jab and Nair are both way better at it and give you more rewards. Personally, not a big fan of the move, but not necessarily bad. Charge Fair is easier to explain though. It's a move you use to finish combos and get them off stage. It's also pretty decent as a mix-up option in neutral, because it can cross up on shields. Depending on the DI, you can also follow up with an up air or charge a Dair for a bigger combo, or get them in a worse position. It's a good move that does its job well. There isn't a lot to Dair. It's mainly used to combo with and combo extends, not much else really. It also has a reverse hitbox, which is kinda weird, but okay. Charge Dair is probably the move I use the most. Other than Nair, of course. It's insane at edge guarding and can even go through the stage. Comboing with this move isn't that bad. It makes him bounce 70% of the time and can lead into a guaranteed charge Fair. It's also one of the only Dairs you can fast ult with off stage without dying, because you kinda jump with it. Most people will panic burst when getting hit by this off stage, which can give you an up special spike for free, or you can just do another charge Dair. If they don't burst however, you can still up special to potentially get the spike, and if you don't you can still edge guard them. Kind of a broken move and is one of the reasons why Velora's edge guarding is among the best in the game. Back air is all round a good move. Its sweet spot can kill if you hit it off stage in red, and it's one of the only uncharged moves that can kill consistently. It also has a sour spot, which is mainly used to combo more. I usually do side special or up air after it, depending on the eye. It's just a good move. Charged back air is weird. Not necessarily bad, just weird. It's insanely active, but also pretty hard to hit. It's also pretty hard to combo with. You can also sometimes kill with it, but I rarely see that happen. I rarely use this move, but if I do, I mainly use it as a landing option if they're behind me. Yeah, I can't really say much about this move, just kind of weird I guess. Up air is okay. It's a move you use after an aerial to get them more into the air. You can combo a lot of moves after up air, like side special, charge fair, or on blue you can also do Nair. Usually though, charge up air is better. Speaking of which, charge up air is insane. It can kill very early. However, that's because almost no one DIs it right. Most people in this situation will DI down and in. However, that is one of the worst DIs to do. The best DI is to actually DI out and down instead of in and down. This will make you die less to this move. Anyway, it's the main kill move off the top. If they don't die, you can up special and try to follow up, because it has a lot of hits on. It's also a combo move in blue because of the insane amount of hits on it has. Very good move, especially if they don't DI it right. Neutral special is really good at a few things. Mainly the fact that it covers a lot of options and can put them in checkmate situations. That means even if they burst or air tech, they will die anyway. The other one is a neutral. If you aim it downwards, it will almost have no end lag, making it a good bait move. Basically, it's good at what it's good at. Side special is actually 4 moves in one. It is a dash forward you can charge to increase the range. Mainly I use it for recovering or comboing after hitting either a back air or up air. If you hit it, you have 3 different options. If you press attack, you get a kick, which is mainly used to combo with. If you press special, you throw out a kek. This kek is insanely strong, however you do need to read their DI to hit it. Then, if you press nothing, you get the slash. This will hard knock down if you're close to the stage, but it can also be used in combos if you're higher in the air. Or you can rep burst after it for a guaranteed up air. Hitting this off stage in this direction will send them in an awful angle, especially if you manage to follow up with a Dair or a Fair. So yeah, a pretty good move. Up special is pretty straightforward. It's a move you use to recover back to stage and to get high enough to follow up after a charge up air, while also being a spike. You can also do charge up air after the up special to extend your recovery. Down special or coconut or cannonball is arguably the best projectile in the game. It's mainly used in neutral and when you're edge guarding or ledge trapping. You can Nair it to make it go backwards again. With this you can juggle the coconuts and make an unburstable 0 to death. This will of course almost never happen, unless they're really trying to camp you out. The coconuts can also be used against you if they parry it or hit it, so be careful. Another thing that I should mention is that it can only hit once until it gets hits again. Really wacky move, but very good. And our final move, Kreken. If you hit every single charged move you have, you can use down special to summon the Kreken. This will basically just throw coconuts everywhere. It's actually not that great, other than the frame 1 invincibility you get from it. You can also sometimes combo with it, and it can help you if you drop a combo. It will also summon a golden coconut at the end that will stay in the middle. This might be the strongest projectile in the game in terms of kill power, and will zoom you in orange. Other than that, move is not that great, should not go for it. And there you go. Every single move from Velora explained. Oh yeah, the throws. Forward and back throw are mainly used to get them off stage. Down throw is the combo throw. You can combo charge up tilt and blue, and on other bands you can go for charge up air or nair. Up throw is kinda like side special tech, where you can read through the eye to hit them with it. If you guess right and they're in red, it will kill them, unless they're dormant. And there you go, all Velora moves explained. I will probably make more of these for each character, so keep a lookout on those. Also, let's not talk about the fact I haven't made a video in over a month. Anyway, that's all, see ya!